Hi, welcome to Spec Hunter. Today, we're diving into the AirPods Pro 3. These earbuds are shaping up to be one of Apple's most important launches in years. Not only are they rumored to bring exciting new features, but new leaks hidden inside Apple's own code may have just confirmed their existence. Let's break down everything we know so far. One of the biggest rumored features is live in-person translation. Imagine wearing your AirPods and having real-time translation when you're talking to someone who speaks another language. That sounds like science fiction, but Apple is already preparing it. Inside iOS 26 Beta 6, an image shows AirPods surrounded by the word hello written in different languages. Even more interesting, there's a hint that you'll be able to activate it with a simple double press. To make it even clearer, the file inside the system is literally called Translate. That's about as direct as it gets. This lines up with earlier reports. Bloomberg's Mark Gurman has already said Apple was working on translation for AirPods. And now, this new discovery in Apple's code pretty much confirms it. The only question is when we'll actually get it. My guess is September. Apple is expected to hold an event where they'll launch the iPhone 17 and Apple Watch Series 11. And that would be the perfect time to introduce AirPods Pro 3. iOS 26 will also be released to the public around the same time, so the timing works out perfectly. Here's something worth noting though. Based on the code images, the translation feature may not be exclusive to the Pro 3. It could also work on AirPods Pro 2 and the upcoming AirPods 4. But since it's tied to Apple Intelligence, you'll probably need an iPhone that supports those new AI features. Either way, it's a huge step for AirPods and adds a very practical use case beyond just listening to music. Translation is just one part of the story. Another leak points directly to AirPods Pro 3 themselves. Apple recently updated some internal code for Bluetooth syncing. Tucked inside was a new identifier labeled 8239. At first, it might not sound important, but these identifiers are crucial in Apple's system. AirPods Pro 2, for example, use the code CR8228. Now, with 8239 showing up, it's pretty clear Apple has a new product in the pipeline. Most experts believe this is AirPods Pro 3, and given the timing, it all lines up. Of course, not everyone agrees on when they're coming. Analyst Jeff Pu claims Apple won't release AirPods Pro 3 until 2026, alongside the iPhone 18. But that doesn't match what other trusted sources are saying. Gurman insists they're coming in a matter of weeks. And developer Steve Moser, who spent a lot of time digging into Apple's code, has found multiple references to what looks like AirPods Pro 3 inside iOS 26. Personally, I'm leaning toward a 2025 launch. Think about it. The first AirPods Pro came out in 2019. The second generation arrived in 2022. That's a 3-year cycle. Following that pattern, 2025 makes perfect sense. And with this new Bluetooth identifier already appearing in the code, September looks like the right moment. But something feels unusual this time. We haven't seen any hardware leaks yet. Normally, AirPods designs leak a few months before release. The AirPods Pro 2 case, for example, was spotted well ahead of launch. Yet for Pro 3, nothing has slipped. Maybe Apple has finally tightened security. Or maybe they're holding the product back a little longer. Still, I believe a launch this year makes sense for one major reason. Apple needs new AirPods now to hold on to their market share. Let's zoom out for a moment. According to Counterpoint Research, Apple still leads the premium earbuds market, but growth is slowing down. Global shipments are only expected to rise by about 3% in 2025. That's a massive slowdown compared to the rapid growth we saw just a few years ago. Cheaper brands like Xiaomi and JBL are winning the low-cost market, especially under $50. But Apple continues to dominate in revenue, and the reason is AirPods Pro. They're the go-to choice when people think of premium earbuds. Counterpoint even named the upcoming AirPods Pro 3 as a key driver of Apple's continued strength over the next 12 to 18 months. This shows just how important this launch is for Apple's business. The U.S. market tells a similar story. Research from CRP shows that 44% of iPhone owners in the U.S. now use Bluetooth earbuds, up slightly from last year. Out of those, 59% use AirPods. That's a small increase, but it still means about 1 in 4 iPhone owners in the U.S. are wearing AirPods right now. Impressive numbers, but the trend shows Apple holding steady rather than gaining significant ground. With competition heating up, AirPods Pro 3 could be the product that helps Apple push forward again. There's another big clue Apple might be preparing for launch. Earlier this summer, AirPods Pro 2 were heavily discounted. During Amazon Prime Day, they dropped from $249 to $149. That's a massive $100 cut. Best Buy and Walmart quickly matched it. While Apple itself kept the full price on its website, it's hard not to see these discounts as a way to clear inventory. If Apple is pushing retailers to move Pro 2 units quickly, it makes sense that Pro 3 are just around the corner. So what should we expect from them? When it comes to design, don't expect anything radical. Some people speculated AirPods Pro 2 would ditch the stem, but Apple kept it. And I think they'll keep it again. The stem is iconic, but it's also functional. It gives users pinch controls, gesture support, and even the ability to trigger the iPhone's camera remotely. Instead of removing it, Apple is more likely to refine the look with smaller sensors and maybe a more compact case. Rumors suggest the case could adopt a slimmer design with a hidden LED and a front button. That would bring it closer to what we've seen in AirPods 4. Fans are also asking for new color options like matte black or blue. While that would be exciting, Apple will likely stick with white, which has become part of their brand identity. The real action will be on the inside. AirPods Pro 3 are expected to introduce the H3 chip. The original Pros used the H1 chip. The second generation used H2, so H3 is the natural next step. This new chip should bring faster processing, stronger noise cancellation, better transparency mode, more dynamic spatial audio, and improved power efficiency. All of that translates to better sound quality and longer battery life, which are always welcome upgrades. But here's where it gets even more exciting. Multiple leaks suggest health tracking features are coming to AirPods Pro 3, specifically in-ear heart rate monitoring. This may sound futuristic, but it's already possible. Beats, which is owned by Apple, has introduced similar technology in their Powerbeats Pro 2. So Apple clearly has the capability. For users who don't wear an Apple Watch, this could be a very useful feature. Even casual fitness users could benefit from quick, accurate heart rate data without needing extra devices. There's also buzz about temperature sensing through the ear canal. This could be more accurate than wrist-based sensors and could help with fitness tracking, illness detection, or even fertility planning. Apple might not launch it on day one, but it could easily be added later with a software update. After all, Apple introduced hearing aid mode for AirPods Pro too long after they were released. Now, the big question is price. The first AirPods Pro launched at $249. The Pro 2 kept the same price. But if Apple adds new chips, advanced health sensors, and live translation, don't be surprised if the Pro 3 are more expensive. A price tag of $279 or even $299 seems likely. Apple would position them not just as earbuds, but as part of a health and wellness toolkit. Still, Apple's pricing lately has been all over the place. The new iPad stayed affordable, but then Apple shocked everyone with the Vision Pro's price. So, it's hard to predict exactly where they'll land. What's clear is that AirPods Pro 3 won't just be another small update. They represent a big step forward for Apple's audio lineup. With live translation, upgraded sound, improved health features, and new silicon, they could set a new standard for premium earbuds. And beyond the features, they're crucial for Apple to maintain its dominance in a market that's becoming more competitive every year. So what do you think? Are you planning to upgrade to AirPods Pro 3? Which rumored feature excites you the most? The live translation? The health tracking? Or maybe just the improved sound? Let me know your thoughts. If you made it all the way here, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more Apple deep dives, and turn on the bell icon so you never miss an update. I'll see you in the next one.